So hello guys, today we'll discuss about the very important topic, not only for class 9 and 10, but if you take science or math in your higher studies, then the whole of your mathematics, that is in class 11 and 12, or if you go to the college, then you have to do calculus, which is based on this one, alright, and the algebra, and then some of the chapters in physics cannot be explained, or like you cannot understand some of the topic in physics if you don't have the basic concept of this. Okay, so lesson that we are going to do today is trigonometry. All right, now trigonometry is a branch of mathematics like algebra, statistics, mensuration, coordinate geometry. So it is also a branch of mathematics which helps us to find the side and the angles of only and only right angle triangle. Keep this in mind, only and only right angle triangle. There are different types of triangle, but we can use trigonometry only and only if the triangle is a right angle triangle. So before we proceed, first you have to know the basic idea of a right angle triangle. So let us take ABC as a right angle triangle. Now right angle means, so we can use trigonometry only and only to a right angle triangle. So right angle triangle means one of the angle has to be 90 degree. We usually, for any triangle, we make an angle like this, but if it is a 90 degree, then we make a kind of a box or a square. Okay, now for any right angle triangle, it has a special name for each side. Okay, now these sides are called hypotenuse, then perpendicular, and base. All right, now it's very easy to find the hypotenuse. The opposite of 90 degree represents your hypotenuse. It is denoted by H. Alright? And then to find the perpendicular and base, we cannot take base this one always, because usually for any triangle we always take a base where the triangle stands, but here we cannot do it that way. Now base and the perpendicular depends upon the given angle other than 90 degree. 90 degree also will be given, but not 90. We are not taking 90, but any other triangle, angle other than 90 degree. Now, the side opposite, listen carefully, the side opposite to the given angle is your perpendicular, and the remaining side will be your base. Let's take another example. So let us take this as 90. So that means this is your hypotenuse. If this angle is given, the side opposite to this is your perpendicular, and the remaining will be your base. Alright. Now, so just now we discussed that it has a special name of its side, hypotenuse, perpendicular, and base. Now, there is one theorem, okay, which will help us to find the side of a right angle triangle other than the trigonometry. And that theorem is given by Pythagoras, and it is called Pythagoras theorem. Now, according to this theorem, it says hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Now, we can use this formula to find the sides of a right angle triangle. Alright? Now, let's move on to the trigonometry. Now, in trigonometry, in this lesson, we'll divide the video in 5 sections. Okay, so the first 3 will be your trigonometric ratio, trigonometric ratio of standard angle, and trigonometric ratio of complementary angle, which is there in class 9 syllabus. And the other 2, that is trigonometric identities and height and distance, that is for class 10 syllabus. So we'll do all the topic one by one. Alright, so let's get started. Now the first one is your trigonometric ratio. Alright, now what is a ratio? Ratio means we relate one term with another. Now here we relate the sides of a right angle triangle. Let's take this angle is given, so that means this is your hypotenuse, base, and perpendicular. Okay, now we can relate any two sides of a right angle triangle. That means we use this symbol, means is to. Now if you relate P is to H, then let's write directly this as P by H. Okay. Now to convert ratio into a we can convert ratio into a fraction. Okay. Then, all right. P is to H, B is to H, and P is to B. Now this one also we can write it as H is to P, or H is to B, or so we have six possibilities. Yes, sir. This is B by B. Now this ratios, okay, it is denoted by some term in trigonometry. Okay. Now P by H, we term it as sin. Actually, it is not sin, it is sine. The full form is actually SINE, but we don't write SINE, we write sin. Then another one is your cos. Okay. Then we have tan. Then cosec. Then sec and cot. Alright. Now this sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot helps to represent the trigonometric ratios. Okay, of the ratio of the side of a right angle triangle. So this is called trigonometric ratio. But here something is missing. Now this sine, cosec, cos, sec, cot and tan are meaningless if we don't write the angle. So let us take the angle as theta. Okay. Now if you don't write the angle, so sine, all the trigonometric ratio without the angle is like your cell phone without a software. Alright, if you don't have a software, then your phone is like a butta, dippa. Yes, sir. Now, so this is sine theta is P by H, cos theta is B by H, then tan theta is P by B, cosec theta is H by B, sec theta is this H by B, and tan cot theta is B by B. Alright, now these are the short form actually, so it is actually sine, this is cosine, this is tangent, alright, this is cotangent, this is secant, and this is cosecant. But we write in short cosec, sec, cot, tan, cos and sine. Now there is a very easy rule or method to memorize all this trigonometric ratio. It is given by some people have curly brown hair turned permanently black. Alright, now this first letter of some people and have, S represents sine, P represents perpendicular, and H represents height. So some people have this curly represents cos, curly brown hair, T means tan, turn permanently black, So if you know these three, we can easily find this one. Why? Because cosec is a reciprocal of sine, so that means cosec theta is a reciprocal of sine theta. So if sine is P by H, then cosec will be reciprocal of this, will be H by P, and sec theta is a reciprocal of cos theta. So reciprocal of B by H is H by B, and cot theta is a reciprocal of tan theta. So 1 by tan theta. So this will be your, if this is P by B, then cot will be B by B. Alright, so remember this, some people have curly brown hair turned permanently black. So the reciprocal of cos is cosec, sine is cosec, cos is sec, and tan is cot. Alright, now by using this trigonometric ratio, let's try to solve some examples. Alright, so let's take an example, but before this, you please copy this trigonometric ratio, so that we'll be using this to solve all the related with this exercise. Alright, now the question says a figure is given. Okay, ABC is a right angle triangle. Alright, now so let us try to find the sides. Okay, now here the side opposite to 90 degrees is hypotenuse, the side opposite to the given angle is perpendicular, and the remaining is your base. If you look at this one, we have perpendicular and we have base. Now we have to find h. Now which formula we use to find h? Yes, we use Pythagoras theorem. So using Pythagoras theorem. So if you use Pythagoras theorem, then h square is equals to p square plus b square. So h square is equals to 4 square plus 3 square. So h square is equals to 16 plus 9. So h square is equals to 25. So if we take the square root on both sides, so h is equals to 5. So here, what I given? H is equals to 5, p is equals to 4, and b is equals to 3. Now we'll use this relation to find this. Alright? Now, sine theta. Now what is sine theta? Some people have. Alright? The p is 4 and h is 5. Similarly, cos theta, curly brown hair. So b is 3 and h is 5. Now sec is a reciprocal of cos, so which is your h by b, which is 5 by 3. Tan, permanently black. So p is 4 and b is 3. Right? Now here, some people have. Now since square is there, so you just add square. Curly brown hair, square is there, you just add square. Now p is your 4, so this is 4, and h is your 5, and b is your 3 and h is your 5. Alright, so this will be your 16 by 25 plus 9 by 25. So if you take the LCM will be your 25, so 16 plus 9, so this is your 25 divided by 25, which is 1. Alright, so this is how we solve. Now let's take another example. Now it says that a triangle ABC is given, and now if you look at this one, we have three triangles here. One is ABC, another one is ADB, and the third one is ADC. Now we are taking only those triangles which are 90 degree, okay, which are right angle triangle. So let's try to separate those triangles. The first one is this, alright, this is your A, D and B, which is 90 degree here, but it's given. Now this angle is X, that means the side opposite to 90 degree is hypotenuse. This is a perpendicular, side opposite to the given angle, and this is your base, which is 3. So base and perpendicular are given, so we can easily find hypotenuse. So h square is equals to p square plus b square. Now h square is equals to 4 square plus 3 square. So h square is equals to 4 for the 16, 3 is 9, this is 25, 16 plus 9 is 25, so h is equals to 5. So for this triangle, for angle x, okay, for this triangle, h is equals to 5, p is equals to 4, and b is equals to 3. And for the second triangle, so this is the second triangle, alright, so this is your A, D and C, so this is your 90 degree, this is your 12, so which is your h, opposite of 90 degree, and this is the given angle, so opposite of this is your 4, and base we don't have. So now here we'll find base, so again we'll use Pythagoras theorem. So h square is equals to p square plus b square. Now h is your 12 square, p is your 4 square, and b we're finding. So 12 12 is 144 is equals to 60 plus b square. So this will be here, if you take 60 to this side, 144 minus 16 is equals to b square. So b square is equals to 8, 128. So if you take the square root, now 128 is not a perfect square. So let's take the LCM. So 6 and 12. So this will be your b square is equals to root of the, or let's cancel this one, 64 into 2. So b is equals to square root of 64 is 8. We can take it out. So b is your 8 root 2. Okay. Now for y, okay, y means angle, okay, for this triangle, h is your 12, p is your 4, and p is your 8 root 2. Now we'll use this and this. Alright, so let's solve it. So some people have. Now for x means we're using this because angle x is mentioned here. Now p is your 4 and h is your 4. So this is the answer. Now sec y. Now sec is a reciprocal of cos, so this is your h by b. So for y, the angle y is mentioned here, so we use this. Okay, so if in a figure, if three triangles are there, then what we have to see is the angle. Alright, so the values of the trigonometric ratio based on the angle. Okay, now, so here h is 12 and b is 8 root under 2. Alright, so let's run this one. Now, this is your 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, so this is your 3. Now, we cannot leave it in the third form of the denominator, so what we do is we rationalize. So this will be a 3 root 2 divided by 2 into root 2 into root 2 is 2. So the answer is 3 root 2 divided by 4. Alright, and here sine square y, so we already got the value here, which is 4 by 5 whole square, because sine x is 4 by 5. Now sine square y we have to find. So some people have whole square. Now this will be a 16 by 25 plus, so let's write it here, 4 for the 16 by 25 plus, now p, for here p is your 4 and h is your 12. So 4 1 is a 4, 4 3 is a 12. This is under square. Alright, so let's do it here. Let's roll this one. So this will be 16 by 25 plus 1 by 3 3 is 9. So the LCM is so LCM of 25 and 9 is 225. So this is your 144 plus 1. So this is your 145. Sorry, this is your 25. So the answer will be your 169 by 225 is the answer. Alright, so this is how we. So now let us take the third example. Now it says if 12 tan theta is equals to 5, find the value of theta and cosec theta. Now here, what we'll do here is tan theta is equals to 5. Now 12 is there, so we can cross multiply. Now we know that tan theta is p by p, which is 5 by 12. Now we can relate a numerator and denominator. Okay, so numerator, so relating p is equals to 5 and denominator b is equals to 12. Now we can use Pythagoras theorem to find this. Alright, so h square is equals to p square plus b square. Alright, so h square is equals to p is 5 square plus 12 square. So h square is equals to 25 plus 144. So h square is equals to 169. Now if you take the square root on both sides, h is equals to 30. This is your sine theta. Alright, now sine theta is sum. So here we got all the three values. So h is equals to 30, p is equals to 5 and b is equals to 12. Alright, so some people have, so p is your 5 and h is your 30. So this is the answer. The cosec is h by p. So h is your 30 and p is your 5. So this is how we solve. Alright. Now let's move on to the next example, and it says if cot theta is equals to 5 by 12, find the value of this. Now cot theta is b by p. Alright. So this is b by p, which is 5 by 12. Now here, relating numerator and denominator, we can find the value b and p. Okay, now we'll use Pythagoras theorem, which says h square is equals to p square plus b square to find the value of h. So this is your 12 square plus 5 square. So this is your 144 plus 25. So h square equals to 169. So if you take the square root on both sides, h is equals to 30. Now we'll use this value to find this value. Now this is 5 into, now sine theta is, some people have, alright, minus 3 into curly brown hair divided by 5 into p by h minus 3 b by h. So 5, now p is your 12 and h is 30 minus b is 5 by 30. So this is your 5 into 12 by 30, 3 into 5 by 30. Alright, so if we do the calculation, so this will be your 60 divided by 13 minus 15 divided by 13 whole divided by 60 divided by 30 plus 15 divided by 30. If we take the LCM on both numerator and denominator, it will be 15 whole divided by 13 is the LCM, so here also the value will remain same. So 13 we can cancel, so 60 minus this is 45 divided by 75. So 15 3 is the 45 5. So the answer is 3 by 5 is the answer. Alright, now so in this video we discuss about the trigonometric ratio. I gave you an idea of how to find the side of a right angle triangle by using Pythagoras theorem, and we solved 4 examples. Now I'm sure that if you go through the video nicely, then with this 4 example, okay, whatever questions you will get from the trigonometric ratio, you will be able to do it easily. So please go through it properly. Alright, so in the next video we will discuss about the trigonometric ratio of standard angle. Alright.